Good evening. Thank you for having me today. I'm Scott Wiener, and I have the honor of representing our community, San Francisco and San Mateo County in the California State Senate. And I'm really thrilled to be here today. It is an honor. You know, with everything that's happening today, there's just so much anger in the world, in this country. It seems like every time you go online, go on social media, the news, it's just anger. And people are just very upset, sometimes for legitimate reasons, sometimes for not so legitimate reasons, but it's there and it's palpable. And at the same time, when we walk in our own communities and we see the homelessness on our street and people who are living in abject poverty and in misery, and people who are very sick and need help that they're not getting, or when we see that in San Francisco public schools there are 2,200 children who are homeless, or that there are 15,000 youth in California who are living on our streets. And we see all these things. We see the misery, we see the challenges, we see the anger. It's so tempting just to curl up in a ball, just to say, I'm going to shut all of that out. I just can't handle it. And even though it, of course, is very important, and I've been a practitioner of yoga for 13 years, it is important to focus internally. But of course, focusing internally means nothing if we're not then using that strength and that energy and that power to make the world better for everyone. And so we have a responsibility to do that. And I know that your mission, part of it is just to make our world a more peaceful and more just place. And I'm so in awe of the work that you do. And so we, in San Francisco, of course, we are a progressive city. We believe in lifting everyone up and living in peace. And it is so important for everyone in this Bay Area, everyone just to be so involved in our local community and being strong and making sure that all of our social networks and our community-based organizations are strong to be able to help lift everyone up. And we have to make sure that we as government officials are doing the same. I did just drive here directly from the state capitol in Sacramento, and today I left the building as soon as we had finished voting on the budget. Tomorrow's our deadline to pass the budget. We passed it today. And that's a big budget in California. And we are in good economic times, so we have money to invest. And we have invested significant new funds, hundreds of millions of new dollars, in trying to alleviate homelessness in California, trying to bring people up and get people off the streets and stable and healthy. And we have also recommitted this year, California, as wealthy as we are as a state, we have significant poverty, going beyond homelessness, people who have a place to live but are living in sometimes very deep poverty, including many, many, many children, where people do not have enough to eat. People are at risk of homelessness. People do not have enough just for the basics. And we have recommitted in our budget this year that we are going to do everything in our power to end the deep poverty that afflicts California. And so that I know, working together as community, government, we can really make a positive change and move past the anger and address the problems we have and just lift everyone up together. I know we're going to do that. And so thank you for what you do. I do have, as Jignesh mentioned, I have a resolution from the State Senate to Brahma Kumaris, and I won't read this because it's very long, but just thanking the organization and the community for what you do. And then I do, on behalf of Mayor Farrell, and I also just want to say we are going to have a fantastic new mayor within a few weeks, London Breed. But Mayor Farrell issued a proclamation declaring today Sister Shivani Day in the city of San Francisco. So Thank you.